Ant and Dec have changed sides.
Yeah, we've got a new backdrop. No, we've moved the desk, so we're sitting over here.
I'm at the other side now. It's all right.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd do a wee talk on gender.
Gender reveals.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, new stuff for the gender
Yeah,
reveal.
and your choices.
Yeah.
The thing with the gender reveal, here you've got the option to find out in the room. We can do the lights. We can.
Most people are not choosing that.
No,
now,
I know. People want it
I
in
put
an
the
envelope.
lights up there. They're great, sparkly, shiny.
Yeah, it's definitely more popular to have it in an envelope.
Yep.
And find out either as a big reveal with your family, or even we get a lot of people that go and sit in the car park in the car and open it.
Yeah.
And we sit and watch and we're like this.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and I think
It's quite a private thing,
I think it is. I think it's quite a personal thing, especially if you don't know how you're going to react. That's the other thing I wanted to mention: gender disappointment.
Yeah.
Now that is real, and I know everyone says doesn't matter what we have as long as the baby's healthy. Absolutely, and I would say 99.99% of people feel that way.
Yep.
In fact, probably 100% of people feel that way. I don't think anyone would rather have a different gender if the baby's not healthy.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would want that. And so everybody wants the baby to be healthy. Totally understand that. Once you know your baby's healthy, then you're allowed to have an opinion on gender.
Yeah.
And I think everyone has an opinion what they want on gender. Do you?
Probably. Yeah.
I think so.
I know, but I think people go over it quite quick as well.
Absolutely.
Do you know
The
what I mean?
minute you find out what you're having, it disappears.
Yeah.
I would say.
It does. I mean, because I thought I was having a boy, I had a girl, and then I thought, my first thought was, would Martin be disappointed?
Oh.
But he wasn't, do you know what I mean? Because I remember they said, you're having a girl, and I was like, okay, because we hadn't really thought about a girl. And my first thought was, would Martin be disappointed? Absolutely wasn't. And why I even thought that, I don't know. But he was delighted. So, because you didn't find out back then.
No. I think most women want a little girl.
Yeah.
And most men want a little boy. And that's very natural. It's almost like you're replacing yourself. So in years to come, I've produced a girl, I've got a girl to replace me, and a boy. And I mean, that's a little bit psychological stuff. But
I think as well, when dads think, oh, take my son to the football.
Yeah.
My husband took my daughter to the football.
Yeah.
So
I think we are still very gender stereotype.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everything we have is blue or pink. Always buy blue for a boy, pink for a girl.
Yeah.
That's very, very normal. When they're here and you dress so it can be a completely different thing. But everyone, and we do the pink teddies or the blue teddies, or the grey with the pink bow or the blue bow. And no one's ever sort of said, yeah, I'm having a girl, but can I have a blue bow?
No.
Because you would automatically, and that's very real. But I do think gender disappointment is a real thing, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that at all. People get a bit embarrassed, or they don't want to say, oh no, I really wanted to go. Absolutely not. You can be as disappointed as you want, but I don't think there's anybody who's ever then had the baby and not wanted it because of the gender. I don't think anyone's ever existed for that. Everyone,
once they're in
once
your
you see the
arms,
baby,
it's
it doesn't matter. And a lot of people in the room, I usually say, what do you think you're having? You can guarantee mum will say, I'd like a girl. Dad says I want a boy. If they've already got a girl, they both want a boy. If they've already got a boy, they both want a girl. That's very normal.
Yeah.
I can understand as well if you've got a girl, you're thinking could not cope with a boy. Understand that as well. And that's very normal. But the minute you tell them what they're having, you might get a little, oh, but then nobody leaves without a smile. Everyone is delighted with whatever they've been given. Yeah. And I think that's lovely.
That is. It's so nice.
Yeah.
So
I love being part of that.
It is. I love see when they're in the car park and they open it in the car and they get the re-envelope and then the wee cuddle. That's my favourite part as well. It's so nice.
So many people are doing reveals now. Yeah. When you watch on the videos on TikTok, I like to watch the ones from Dubai. Oh, they have the planes coming over and I love all that. Even lighting up the buildings. I mean, to have that amount of money. It's just, oh, they just look
Can't see
amazing.
a plane coming over Blantyre, Coatbridge.
No, with me it'd be the little balloon at a tenner and pop it. That's what
No,
I
I
do.
would now go for a balloon on a stack.
I know you would. You do like that.
Balloon
yes.
on a stack.
Just holding it with the strings.
The wind kind of catches it, and
Yeah.
then if you don't hit it right, and if somebody's popping the cannon at the same time,
Yes,
at
yeah.
least when it's on a stack, you've got a bit of stability.
I like the cannons, but I've watched all the fails on TikTok as well, where the powder goes all over
You've
someone's
seen the little
face.
girl, there was a little
Yeah,
girl, and my
she's
dad lit it off, and she
covered.
was blue.
Or they did it the wrong
Nobody-
way round.
Nobody noticed. The poor wee girl was standing there covered in head to toe. Her face was blue, and everybody's jumping and cuddling, and nobody noticed this weird had been breathing in this blue.
Aw.
It is kind of, I think it's only something like, what do you call that, powder? That you
Oh,
make
'cause it's
goat
just like
with.
baking soda, isn't it?
It's just stuff, it's not
Yeah.
harmful,
Or
but
not
however, when it
baking
rains,
powder, yeah.
when it rains,
Or flour,
blue.
isn't it? Coloured flour. Yeah.
Corn flour.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
what
That's
it
it.
is.
Yeah,
So-
that's it.
But honestly, but we've got 3 different sizes of cannon as well.
We have, yeah.
Small.
So the bitty little ones, they're great for the kids. If you've got like 3 or 4 kids, they're great to pop up. And the humongous ones that the dad's like.
Yeah.
Bit of power.
And we've
behind that.
also got like little party popper ones.
Yeah.
They're like teeny weeny ones that don't want a big noise.
Yeah, or
Because
if you
not
have
all
like
children like a
or
big
a
noise.
reserved dinner party.
Well, because we're reserved, you know. But you've got the little ones that if you were
Yeah,
doing that, you would
yeah.
maybe want to do it in a restaurant. They're not
Yeah,
going to let you put
no.
a big cannon on.
Or a scratch card if you're in a restaurant. You're
Yeah.
not gonna, yeah.
But the wee party
as well.
poppers, I think they're quite cute for the
Yeah.
young kids because they
Yeah.
love it, don't they?
Yeah, they are good. Yeah.
So we've got all of that. But a lot of people are taking their bears away in the box as well.
Yes, yeah, they're like that.
Because to be honest with you, if you're getting the beer, if you're buying a beer and you're wanting it in a box, you're probably it's better value to upgrade to the luxury gender rather than the gender.
Yeah.
Because you're getting
You
your
get the
beer in
cannon
the
or a
box, at the cannon
Yeah.
or a balloon, wait for an extra, what, £25?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 65 for your
So
normal
you're
beer
basically getting the cannon or the balloon free.
for free.